a lot of people, a lot of guys when they travel tend to stay inside their comfort zone, especially like if you're used to eating a certain way.
What up, this is your boy, the Solo Traveler ORD, and thanks again for checking out another one of my videos. Of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Hit that bell while you are here, and I appreciate the support. So I'm back with another video review. This time I'm actually doing one on KinzNDreamz. He actually did a podcast with Andre from Love Crossing Borders, and there was actually a good conversation. I really wanted to actually give you guys my input on their conversation, which I thought was well worth for you guys to listen to. For those of you that actually enjoy going to Colombia or looking to go to Colombia, here's some good vital information from this actual video. So like I said, shouts out to KinzNDreamz. Definitely a cool brother. Go check out his platform. Go ahead, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and like his videos, all that good stuff, because he drops a lot of great content. Real cool guy. I'm supposed to be doing something with him real soon. Hopefully I do something with him in the next 2 weeks or so, once I finish upgrading my studio so that I'm up to par to how I want to be. However, we're also going to meet up in Cuba in the next couple of weeks, so we're going to actually have a good time out there. But nonetheless, go ahead and review this video and see what's up.
One of the things that I always try to tell guys, especially during consultations, and even now, do not forget your condoms. Don't forget.
All right, so we jumping right into it. Let's go.
Don't forget them condoms.
Yeah.
I don't need no one to save me. I was gonna be the greatest. All that time in that basement.
I don't know if you had that one on the list, but
I mean, hey, you know what? I was trying to hit him with a softball, but hey,
no, don't forget your condoms, man.
Okay.
And the reason why I say that, sometimes we make the mistake of assuming that we understand where to go to. Okay, you met the female, and you don't know where to go to in the pharmacies, because you know Colombian pharmacies are made up a little different sometimes than U.S. pharmacies. Right. And you're walking around, 5-10 minutes. That 5-10 minutes, the female is getting antsy.
Right.
She's like, true. You know what? It's easy for a woman in a split second to talk herself out of some good loving. And so by the time you make it back to the Airbnb or make it back to whatever spot y'all were going to be in, she's changed her mind, and she's like, I'm having a long night, I want to go. Don't forget your condoms, man. I don't care if it's a 12-pack. I don't care if it's a 3-pack, but just don't forget your condoms, because a lot of guys make that mistake. And I know some of you guys are like, you're raw dogs. You want to go raw. South America is not the continent where you want to experiment with going raw.
They get it right into it, man. They came out the gate with that one, so I'm kind of surprised. Like for me, I actually did not believe that a lot of brothers actually forget their condoms. Back in my day when I was out there doing my thing, I always had a condom with me no matter what. I always brought packs. You just never know what was gonna happen. And just happened to one of my good brothers who just went out of town, and he actually did not bring condoms. I'm like, what? Yo, how you forget the condoms? So, but hey, man, I guess this stuff does happen. So you brothers got to make sure you don't forget them condoms. You definitely want to make sure you bring that. You never know what's gonna happen. You meet with one chick, and yo, man, you don't want to end up being the father of that baby, man. That's one thing. You don't want to have a child in a whole nother continent because of the fact that you're being irresponsible, or you never know what might happen. You might catch an STD or whatever. So just gotta be safe.
It really is not.
No.
And so, yeah, definitely. That's one of the things I often try to tell guys about. Just one thing.
Yes, absolutely. No, I completely agree. You definitely don't want to experiment there because,
oh yeah,
real fertile.
Yep.
Yeah, seriously, they are real fertile in South America.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So yeah, and that's actually a good thing that you mentioned that, because in the pharmacies in the States, you could just walk down like whatever aisle and just pick them up. I think you have to pick them up like where the pharmacist is. Okay, so yeah,
I agree with that. So especially in Colombia, depending on where you're at, Let's say, for example, in Medellin, you do have a lot of those small little pharmacy spots or whatever. As soon as you walk up, you know, you're gonna have to request for it, because it's not like a regular store you used to, like at like a Walgreens or whatever it is, whatever, you know, or CVS, whatever, wherever you're at in the States. Is the fact that here you actually have to talk to the person to get the condoms, because everything's behind the counter. Not just the condoms, so you know, whatever you need, like aspirins, whatever. So yeah, that's how things works out there. Of course, there are other big pharmacy places you could go to or so in these other countries, like they were saying, just like what Andre was saying, that you know, you may get lost moving around trying to find this stuff. But I would say also another thing, if you're in Colombia, bring your own condoms, because a lot of the condoms are not big enough for a lot of us travelers that are coming from the States. So that's another thing, you don't want to use their condoms.
No, absolutely. The next thing would be staying inside of your comfort zone. A lot of people, a lot of guys, when they travel, tend to stay inside their comfort zone, especially like if you're used to eating a certain way. Like, definitely make sure that you're showing that country's respect by trying some of their food. Now, you may not like everything, but try some things, right? And so it's like, why would you want to go to a different country, but you still want to eat Pizza Hut and Burger King all the time, or McDonald's or whatever it is? You know what I mean? Like, have some variety. And if it's something, if it's something that you just haven't tried before, try it. You get a new experience, and you know, you can say, hey, you know what? I tried this food or what have you. So what say you? Because
man, one thing I'm gonna say is that's one of the reasons why I actually love traveling, is for the food as well. Like, I'm not a big foodie, but I know that the food is healthier and better, especially in Latin America. I love eating the food in Latin America, and I love getting their jugo de fresa that's out there, which is like their strawberry drinks, juice, whatever that they make is all natural. They have pineapple, they have strawberries, they have, you know, mango, whatever you could think of, and that stuff is all natural. They don't add, you know, all that extra sugar into it. Like, whenever I eat out in Latin America, I always feel more I don't feel sluggish. I'm actually more active because of the way that the food is set up than what it is in the States.
I'm talking about food, but you can
one of the biggest mistakes I see guys do when they come to South America, they go to American locations, where they go to DR, where they go to even to Europe. They make a mistake of only gravitating to foods that they're familiar with. They'll go to the KFCs in Singapore. They'll go to the Kentucky Fried Chickens or the Subways here in Cali, Colombia. And then wonder why they still feel, you know, even though food is a little healthier here, they still feel a little lethargic regarding, how well they should feel. And then there's the other thing. When you're buying a certain types of food, as you well know, Kings, it's a little bit more expensive to buy American foods in foreign countries than it would be in the United States. KFC, because it's an American brand, they make you pay the piper for that KFC. Oh, you want some KFC? Okay, it's gonna be a little bit more extra than if you would have got the same chicken down the street.
That's true. That's true. Very, very true, man. You know, so definitely add some variety. Add some variety, man. So take some risks, guys. Again, that's another honorable mention. We haven't gotten to the list yet. So
and one thing I'm gonna add, there is a lot of these places you could go to actually have some real good food. For example, Peru. If you go to Peru, you're gonna get some real good food. Go out there, go check it out. You know, for me, I go to Cuba for some good food because I love the food out there. You know, it's hard for me to find that stuff, here in the States the way that it is down there. So I'm just saying, for those of you that are scared to try food, try that food when you're out of the United States. You will see a big difference. And that's how you get to meet the locals too. That's how you get to meet other people, because, you know, you stay away from the Americanized tourist areas, whatever. You know, you're going out with where the locals are at, and you start to intermingle with them and so forth.
Association. Like you said, people will go to the Americanized territory, and I understand you go with what you're familiar with, but you don't want to familiarize yourself with the locals. You know, if you want to get tapped into a certain area, or if you like a certain area, or if you're curious about a certain area, how are you going to learn about the area the most if you are not tapped in with the locals, right? And that's the thing, because if you're going to an Americanized area and you're socializing with all Americans, how are you able to know about this country, whether it be Brazil, different parts of Africa, Uganda, Kenya, Rwanda, wherever, right? Like, you're not going to be able to know about these specific areas unless you are actually socializing with the locals.
Facts, no pincer.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, that's all facts, yo. I'm telling you guys, go ahead and check out the video. Go ahead and finish watching this at his channel. I'm gonna leave the link in the description below, as well as I'm gonna tag him, because I don't want to make this video too long. However, like I said, yo, go check it out. This is a really dope video. Only got halfway done with this, but he also has a podcast related to this, so you guys want to also watch that podcast. Tell you, Andre be dropping like bombs. He be dropping gems in all his podcasts. So go ahead and go check him out. Go check out KinzNDreamz, all of them. but yo, this is your boy, the Solo Traveler ORD. Thanks again for checking out the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and I'm out.